6,000 credits. You're going to get 8. You want 5 and 3 1s? Yeah, okay, fine. And then you are going to get 10,000 credits to start.
Money, money, money.
You want to finish setting up before I take my turn?
No, do I need to roll for who goes first?
No, I'm going first.
Oh, perfect. No, all I have to do is get my microphone. We're already live.
Okay.
So we're good.
All right, so, all right, on my turn, let's see. I'm looking for Robot. I know that Robot's one of these white tokens, so on my planning step, I'm going to move. So I'm just going to, let's see. I can get to the ring of Capri and just start working that way, so I might as well do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a movement of 6, so I'm good there. I will go to the market now. So let's see. Dorito is actually a decent mid-range value for me. But I might want to get some personal gear to help me with the bounty hunter. So I'm going to cycle the mod and gear deck. I only have 4,000 credits. I might have to complete a bounty. Yeah, so that's a nice weapon for me, but it costs 5,000 credits, so I don't have enough. I'll just pick up the Greedo bounty for right now. I'm going to flip this face up. So now that's the 4-1 bounty, but it's going to activate the Imperial Patrol. Imperial Patrol is going to move to my space because it can get there 3.
Hey guys, Star Wars Armada Explained, doing the play demo for Star Wars Outer Rim from FFG. So sit back, relax, enjoy the game.
I moved to my encounter step. I don't have any delivery actions. I did my market action. I'm not trading with anybody. My character action is to recover 2 damage from my ship and my character every round. All right, so I'm going to encounter this. I'm going to encounter this one, hoping it's Lobot. It is not. It's Dr. Evazan. So I'm going to draw his card now from this deck, and I'm going to read it out loud. That is the one thing. So all of these cards and the encounter cards, you do read out loud as you do them, unless it's a secret. Dr. Evazan, I don't like you either. Test strength. If I fail, I suffer 2 damage. If I pass or fail, I can spend 2,000 credits and gain him as a crew member. So he has tech, which is a skill I don't have. So that's kind of interesting to me. I am going to test strength. Now on a test, I'm rolling 2 dice. I have the skill, so success hits or crits will succeed. If I did not have the skill, I would need crits, and if I had somebody else with strength, I would need focus could work too. So I need hit or. I did not succeed, so he's going to punch me in the face. I'm going to suffer 2 damage. But then I'm going to say, hey, calm down, take 2,000 credits, and join my crew. So he's now part of my crew. I gained his ability. His ability is okay. During a ground combat, I could choose a result. Both sides can change blanks to that result. It's okay. It works better if you're rolling more dice than the other side, but but yeah. So he also gives me tech, which is kind of helpful if I decide to do any jobs. Okay, so that was my encounter. Oh, his token is removed from the board. Now, if I go somewhere else and I find another crew member I like better, I can gain that crew member instead, but I only have 1 slot. I will drop Dr. Evazan off in that space, and his token will be there. Somebody else can counter him. Better ships have more crew slots. Yep. All right. So that is the end of my turn. We will now go to Jyn Erso's turn. So one thing I didn't mention, you have a special action that's for your personal goal. The 2 Imperial planets that you're trying to sabotage are Naboo and Lothal. Okay. The faction symbols on planets don't have any inherent abilities, but they're going to be referred to by abilities like that. Or you also might encounter that faction in their encounter cards. So like Han Solo, you have negative HUD reputation. You're going to want to be careful with these encounter cards over here in Nal Hutta or Tatooine because they might just decide to shoot you in the face. Also, these encounter cards have little hint words or keywords as to what they're involved with. So if you're looking to buy fame or gain mods, you want to come to the ring or Kafrene. Or if you want to do on Takodana, that is Maz Kanata's planet where her little cantina is. That's the crew or move contacts are on the board. So anyway, go ahead, Jyn.
All right, well, I'm going to have to move on to this.
Yep, so that ends your movement. Yes. You still get the action step, which you don't have any actions to take right now, so nothing happens. If there was another player in your space, we could trade. If you had another card that said, in a nav point, do this, whatever. Now you're going to encounter the Maelstrom. So you're going to read the Maelstrom portion of this.
gravity well is pulling you backward. If you could lose some weight, you might escape unscathed. You may discard one of your cargo or mods, taking a different turn. You do not discard a card and move one space, and your ship suffers 1 damage. So
Okay.
I don't have anything to discard.
Okay, so you may discard one of your cargo. Oh, I got you. Yep. So you move one space. So I'm assuming you'd like to go past the Maelstrom. You suffer 1 ship damage, so that goes on your ship card, and then this card goes to the bottom of the deck. There are no discard piles. Anytime you discard a card, you put it on the bottom of its deck.
Question.
Yeah.
Do these decks ever get reshuffled? Or...
Only if something tells you to. So these will never get reshuffled. But sometimes things will say, hey, flip 4 cards from a market deck of your choice, buy 1, and then shuffle it.
Okay.
But yeah, otherwise, if you play enough and you remember the cards, you can kind of be like, I know what's coming next. All right, so that's it. That was his encounter. So he is done. It's over to, who do we got? Dr. Afra.
Gotcha.
So are you moving or gaining 2,000 credits?
I will move.
Okay.
So I go up to 5.
Yep.
So let's see.
You can, yep, 1.
1, 2,
Yep.
3.
Yep.
Stop
You're going to stop in Mount Calamari. Good call. So now you go to the action step.
I have no cargo or bounties.
Nope. You could do with a market. So you could cycle a card. There is a card in here that says use ship for sale. It lets you buy any ship that's not currently owned at full value, but it comes damaged. Also, one thing I didn't mention, when a ship is purchased, you remove the ship card from the game. So nobody, even if you sell it back, nobody else will be able to buy it at full health from the market. They'll only be able to get it as a used ship.
So if I take this and it's here and then I want something different, I just discard it.
You just discard it, it goes back to the bottom of its own deck. So Dr. Afra is not sure if she wants to be an adventurer or a bounty hunter, which is fine.
I'll take the job.
You're going to take the job instead? All right, what job is that?
Hunt favor.
Hut favor, okay. So that'll do, that'll help you with hut reputation.
And then I flip that
Yep, you flip that up and we see if it moves the patrol. So that moves the hut patrol 3 spaces. So it goes 1, 2, 3 because it's coming towards you. They didn't have any other options. It could not go back this way because that moves it away from you.
Okay.
So you have 2 jobs right now?
He has 2 jobs, which is totally fine. So now your action step is done. So you're going to go to the encounter step. So you can, if you, does neither of your jobs requires Mon Calamari, right?
No, neither.
Okay. So you can either flip a contact or you could encounter a Mon Calamari card.
I'll flip the contact.
Okay, so pick one, flip it over. So who is that?
Chris Sanson.
Okay, I don't know what he's from, but I know he is a Wookiee bounty hunter.
He's a bounty hunter that Afra hires in the comics.
Oh, awesome. So what card number is he? 4? So go ahead and read that out loud.
If you have a bounty or job, you may spend 1,000 credits to gain the crew below and discard Black Chrysanthemum's token. If you do not gain the crew and you have at least 1 reputation, fight a ground combat. If you win, discard Black Chrysanthemum. So he has rolls 4 dice. Yeah, I'm not going to fight the ground combat.
Well, you don't have a negative reputation either. So basically, you can hire him if you have work to do, or if you have a negative reputation, he's going to try and collect the bounty on your head.
Well, I do have work to do.
Yep.
I will hire him.
All right. So we remove his token. He's now part of your crew. You could slide up that top part. You don't need that anymore. Just that.
And he gives me strength.
Yep.
And at the start of ground combat, I can spend 2,000 credits to gain +2 for that.
So as long as you want to keep paying him, he's going to help you.
Excellent.
All right. That was your encounter. So you're done. We now move over to Han Solo here.
Okay.
I now have hired myself.
Wow. So I can move 7 spaces.
Yeah, 7 spaces.
Which is ridiculous.
It is pretty good. You could get all the way to Nalhutta.
The Huts don't like me right now.
No, they don't.
If I go to Tatooine, maybe some bad things could happen. Is it okay to talk to players before conducting movement for a trade? Or can I only trade if I'm on the space?
You're free to talk amongst players. So if you want to say, hey, maybe we want to trade. If I come to you, would you be willing to trade with me? You could do that.
Hey, friend. It sounds like you're going to be going to the Huts to do them a favor. That's on Tatooine. They don't like me very much. I have a cargo. Maybe I can trade one of your jobs for my cargo. Help me out. Help you out. You're going that way anyway. It's worth 5,000 credits. Easy job. It's on your way to hut space.
5,000 credits.
See,
Now, can I both deliver cargo and resolve a job?
you could not. You can't physically trade until he's in the same space as you,
Right.
though.
That's why I'm like, hey, help me out, help
So
me
he's
out.
gauging your interest right now. You can offer money to the active player at any time. That is another thing. I don't know if
I mean,
mentioned
he's
that when
already
you were
getting
here.
5,000 credits just to carry it along to where he's going anyway.
So throw in 1,000 more because this job would actually give you positive reputation with the cards when you complete it.
Oh, I see.
So it's more valuable to you than a normal one. So
And where do you complete that job at?
Fort Mantell.
Which is
that way.
Oh, I accept that. I'm gonna move I gotta move first. So 1, 2. Now we do my trade step, right? So I choose one action to trade. I'm gonna trade with you.
Yep.
Here's your money, good Sam. All right, I've got the
That
job.
goes in the job slot. Yep.
Hypothetically, he could have traded and just not paid it.
Uh,
Right? So you can break it, right?
No, well, so they're actually So the talking that'll go in your cargo slot on your ship. There you go. So that was just talk. If they got there, he could have said, you know what, I don't want to trade you anymore. But because it's an actual trade action, the whole thing would break apart at that point.
So I opened up my communicator. We're talking via comlink, and we established, and now we did the trade. So that is that.
So anything that can be given immediately, it has to be part of the deal. Like if you're still negotiating until you've decided and actually done it. It's only things that you're promising in the future that you don't have to. You're not held to.
Like a different phase. Basically.
Yes, correct. So if I told these guys an example. I had a guy. He was Han Solo. So the personal goal is to have a ship worth 15,000 or more.
Right.
I wasn't looking at that. There was a $15,000 ship here. He was 2,000 short. He said, "Hey, if you give me $2,000 now, when I finish this job, I'll give you 5,000." I was like, okay. I gave it to him. I didn't realize he was going to get Han Solo's personal goal. He flipped Han Solo over, got a new ability, got his fame. But then when he did the job, at that point, he did not have to give me the money because it was something in the future. He did. He followed through.
And that's how you hold grudge. Oh, I love it.
It's we haven't really done it a lot in the demo, but it is a part of the game. You could always offer money to the active player for something. And
with promise of repayment,
correct.
You don't actually repay, and then they might come after you for that. Yeah, I love it. So my third action here is
so you can go to the market now.
I'm going to go ahead.
Well, you can do any number of actions. So if you'd like to go to the market, you still can do that.
I was thinking of that first one. I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start. What is the market deck? Is these 3 cards here?
All 6.
All 6.
So you can choose one to cycle if you either don't want it or don't want somebody else to get it. It just goes to the bottom of the deck, and then you can purchase any card from any deck, or one card, the top card from any deck.
Excellent. They're just all backwards.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I will go ahead and take a job.
Okay.
How much is that?
So the jobs are free as well as the bounties.
Then I will take a job.
Yep. So you have 2 jobs now. You're filled both your job slots. If you wanted to take another one later that does something else, you would have to discard one of those. And that was only for patrol movement, so that's not necessary right now. This also says cannot buy on that planet because you have to go to that planet, but you're not there now. Way over there. Yep. So you're okay. So now we flip the next card in that deck, and now we look at patrol movement, which is not there. There is no patrol movement.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This is the hired help crew. It's a crew member that will give you a skill, any skill you want for one test, and then you discard them.
Excellent.
They do cost 1,000, but you can only buy one card.
I will resolve a contact.
Okay,
green.
So you're going to flip over the green contact. That is
Leia
Leia
Organa. She likes me, I hope.
So
Leia returns. Excuse me, princess.
Turn on the chart.
All right, so read card 17 out loud.
All right. In a time of fear, we have only one weapon left, hope. Fortunately, that is all that we require. If you have plus or
neutral
rebel reputation, which you do, you may discard Leia Organa's token and gain the job below. If you do not gain the job, you may spend 2,000 credits to gain 1 rebel reputation. Can I discard a job I already have?
Yes, you can, and it'll go back to the deck it came from.
Okay. And this part I would need to, I guess I don't have to read it, but I will.
Yeah.
So the job is Rebel Prison Break. I have to go to Imperial Patrol Space, resolve card 47. If you have negative reputation with the Empire, you may resolve this card instead of encountering the Imperial Patrol. My reward is lose 1 Imperial rep and gain 2 fame and 1 Rebel rep. Then the card is removed again. I think that, so the Imperial is over here.
Yep.
And what is their Space Patrol is 3?
Yeah, right now. But if
man.
somebody blows it up, I don't know if I mentioned this. If you destroy a patrol, which you can freely choose to combat a patrol if you want, that can be your encounter. You're required to if you have negative rep. You fight them. Once they're destroyed, a stronger version comes out. Once that's destroyed, a stronger version comes out.
Oh.
The level 4 are like Star Destroyers and Mon Calamari cruisers. They cannot be combated. They just defeat you automatically and push you around the board.
Got you. Okay.
So killing patrols is not necessarily a good thing.
Well, it gives you a reward, but that it just makes the faction angrier. They have bigger things coming after you.
I will absolutely take this job.
All right.
Very
Boy,
thematic.
these are good.
And also thematic. I bet you're going to discard the one that would give you the positive reputation with the huts.
Yeah, right. Oh, the job's right there, and they're way over there. This one is even further. Oh, Gotta make dilemma. Well, if this, I would also lose. I'd also lose rep of Syndicate. I'm all right. I'm gonna swap out the thing I just traded away for.
All right. So this actually goes back to the deck. So somebody could get that again later. All right. So that was your encounter. Was encountering Leia.
Han was in trouble in Empire.
All the time.
Can I see Leia's the card you just got from Leia real quick? I want to read something real quick. So. Yeah, so we are discarding Leia's token and gaining the job below. I believe if... Nope, you were the only one that can ever do this job unless you trade it. So,
Not trading it.
Yeah.
Don't even ask.
It doesn't say on there if you discarded to put Leia back on the board, so she will never be... Nobody else will be able to encounter Leia.
You'll never get Leia. She's like Carmen Sandiego.
All right, so it's my turn. Let's see. On my turn, I might want to move. Well, I could check if Greedo's there. Yeah, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to gain 2,000 credit. I'm going to then move to the action phase. I'm going to, as Bosk's action, I'm going to heal 2. Then I'm going to go to the market. So in the market, I still can't afford the blaster.
Is that possible? Special?
Yeah, his special ability is he can, as an action, he can recover 2 damage from his ship and character.
Because he's a lizard and they regenerate.
And including his ship. I'm gonna cycle this to see if I can get a cheaper item. That's a better ship combat. I might want that. Yeah, I'll spend the 2,000 on that. It's a quad laser cannon, so it's gonna go in my mod slot up here. I now have +1 ship combat. And if you buy a new ship, mods and cargo transfer over. You don't lose that. But damage does not because you're getting a new ship. So now we flip this over. That Imperial Patrol, it's just going to hang with me. It's going to stay right there. It's already in my space. I'm neutral with them, so I don't have to encounter it. I'm going to now go to the encounter step. I'm going to flip this over and see what it is. Oh, wow, it is Greedo. All right, so... I am going to, I'm going to try this on Greedo. So I'm going to roll my personal combat. It's 3 dice. And the player to my left is going to roll Greedo's combat. It's 4 dice. In a combat, we're looking for damage. Crits are worth 2. So I roll mine before you roll yours. Oops. All right, so I only rolled 1 damage. That's not very good. Nothing modifies my dice, so that's what I'm set with. Now you roll yours, so go ahead, grab 1 and roll Greedo's damage. Oh, Greedo rolls 2, 3 damage. So what happens here is we compare damage. Whoever rolls the most damage wins the combat. I was the attacker. You're always the attacker if you're combating a card. If you're combating another player, it's whoever initiated the combat is the attacker. Attackers win ties. If Greedo had rolled only 1 damage, we would tie. However, even if you win the combat, you still have to suffer any damage that was rolled. So I have to suffer the 3 damage. And then the Greedo is still there. So that's it for my encounter, and we're going to go to the next player. It's now Jin Urso's turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, and stop.
Okay, you're on Lothal.
I'm going to test my stealth.
You're going to test your stealth. Yep. So you don't have stealth available, so you need a crit. However, once per turn, you can change a focus to a crit.
I roll 2 dice.
You roll 2 dice. No focus, no crit. So you did not succeed, but there's no penalty to failing that. So you just didn't get caught.
Okay.
Or maybe you got caught and or it was too dangerous. You couldn't complete it. So now you can still do your market action if you'd like.
I'm going to discard this.
Okay. So that is a $10,000 legendary game of Sabak. It's a job, so you could buy that job, and if you complete it, you get some rewards.
Spend 1,000.
Yep, you're going to get the hired help. Can I read that real quick? Yeah, so you actually could have gotten her to help you with the stealth, actually, if you did it in the other order.
So Rebel Patrol?
Yep, Rebel Patrol is going to move 3 spaces. You choose where it goes at this intersection. So it goes 1, 2. Do you want it to go Ord Mantell or up high?
Let's go north. Top.
All right, 3.
I guess there isn't a north in space. Right?
No. High or low?
And then
I've actually had people ask me like why it's shaped like this and why you can't go from one side to the other, and I have to tell them that that's how the Star Wars galaxy is actually shaped. Like that's
This is the Imperial core,
right.
and you don't want to
Yeah.
go through it.
Yes.
It's the rim of it.
Hence outer
call the game
rim.
outer
I
rim.
get it.
All right, so now I don't think you have any other actions available to you, so you can either encounter a contact or read the card. So that is the Imperial spy from A New Hope on Tatooine. So we've got card number 10. Go ahead and read that out loud for us.
This Kubas spy regularly sells information to the Empire, but will work for you if the price is right. If you have negative Imperial reputation or positive Rebel, test stealth. If you fail, move the Imperial Patrol directly to your space and counter it. If you pass or do not perform the test, you may spend 2,000 to gain the crew. So I need to test stealth.
Yep,
I only have 2.
you don't. So you can use the hired help now, which if you're getting him, you're going to have to discard it anyway, so you might as well use
So
it.
you only have 1.
You can have 1 crew.
So she adds.
You gain a skill of your choice for 1 test.
Okay, so I'll gain.
You gain stealth. You need crits or hits now to succeed.
But I still
You
have
still only
crits.
roll 2 dice, but you need crits or hits. So you succeed.
If you pass, you can spend 2,000 to gain the crew.
Yep, so you passed. If you pass or did not perform the test, spend 2,000 to gain the crew. Yep, so you spend 2. You use your hired help, so that gets put back in the job deck, and then you gain him as a crew member. And we remove the token from the board. So where is his right here? I did tell you guys that if you trade crew members later, we put their token back, right? Did I tell you that? Okay. Yeah. And anybody who's left face up, like Greedo is face up. If anybody wants to come over here and try and get Greedo, if you want to remember what Greedo does, it is now public knowledge what his card is. We just don't really have the space to keep leave everything face up. So
Does it go back where it came from, or do you put it anywhere?
no, you put it where you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you kind of transport it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it for my turn. Right?
Yes, that was your encounter. So now we go to Dr. Afra.
So Dr. Apple will start by moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. She's on Nalhada.
So I have a job I can do here.
Yep, so that'll be your encounter. So you'll get to do any actions you have before you do that.
Okay.
So you can still go to the market. Where is your cargo being delivered? Tatooine?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not doing that yet.
Hold on to that. In the market, I can't afford fire spray. Can't buy the cargo there. Don't feel I need armor yet. I think I will cycle the.
Okay, cycle the jobs. Rescue from the mines.
Knowledge, stuff, and strength. See, I would need all 3 of those.
Her ability is really good too because once per turn you can choose to have a skill for a skill test. So basically, Afra always has her showing skills plus another.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I think I'll buy this one.
Okay, it's free. So yeah. Yeah, she's really good at doing jobs. So this will move the Rebel Patrol 3. 1, 2. It has to come this way. 3. That's in Han's space. Han doesn't mind.
We're neutral.
Alright, and encounter step. So I will do my now final one, which is Pirate Trouble.
Okay.
Destiny. So I will test pilot.
Yep.
It was
And
doing
for
that.
ability, once per turn before you perform a skill test, I gain a skill or choice for that test, so I will gain pilot.
Yep. So now you roll 2 dice. Hits or crits will succeed. Oh.
If you fail, your ship suffers 1 damage.
Okay. But you keep the card. So you can attempt it again next round. That was your encounter. Your turn is done. We now go to Han Solo's turn.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead. So, can I still move with this
You can
on
still
here?
move. Yep. You would
Perfect.
just have to stop if you entered
And
in
I
space.
encountered it. Perfect. So, I have 5 plus 2.
Yep.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good, you?
I don't have any cargo or bounties.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, what is this card here? And 2
You comfortable with the rules and everything? Okay.
or 2 ground combat.
Okay, good. It's all I've been doing the whole show. So.
So one question.
Yes.
It says gain 2 health.
Yep.
But what does it mean if you don't have during ground combat? If you have strength, your opponent rolls 1 fewer die.
Yeah, so if you have the strength skill, either on your character or a crew member,
Gotcha.
you would limit the amount of dice your opponent could roll in ground combat.
Okay. For 8,000 credits to make me more beefy, but that's just health.
That's
right?
just health. It just means you could
Okay.
tank more damage.
Okay. I'm not sure if I necessarily need that. Maybe.
And if you haven't cycled the card, you could always do that first, so, before you buy.
Right. And that could be. That's gear for ground or spaceship.
It's either gear or mods, yeah. So,
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cycle that card then.
okay, so we just stick it on the bottom.
Let's see what the new one is.
It is
Something-
a maneuvering thrusters. You gain 1 hull on your ship, and during ship combat, if you have tactics,
I don't.
you don't. Your opponent. It's the same ability, but for ship combat, your opponent rolls 1 fewer die.
Dang, I was hoping for something for a little bit more firepower.
Yeah.
For that Imperial Patrol. Well, we shall see for next time. No, nothing to trade. And I get 2 gear. How much is that? 5,000?
5,000. It would be a ship mod, so it would go.
Ship mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what I want to get. So, can't get any
You
more
already have
jobs
2
or
jobs. Yep.
bounties.
So unless you want to pick up some cargo,
What is this? What is this card again?
no, that is a luxury item. It's 10,000. But this is
still
a job.
Still
Yeah.
a job.
The
Those are both
luxury items
jobs.
are
Yeah,
usually ways for you to gain more fame.
Gotcha. And this is crew members? No, cargo.
It's cargo, so you can pick it up and deliver it to Nalhutta. It's only 2 spaces away.
Yeah, no
It'd be
kidding.
pretty easy.
Yeah, for 1,000?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Boom. Get it.
Goes in your cargo
Got it.
slot. Yep.
Good.
Hut's rolling the dice on his negative Hut reputation, or Han's rolling dice. So now we're moving the Rebel Patrol 3 more. However, you have an intersection here. Would you like it to go up through Kessel or down?
Oh,
It's
let's
your
be
choice.
annoying. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then encounter step.
Yep. So now you could do one of your jobs, encounter a contact, or draw the card.
No job,
yeah.
so I will encounter contact.
Oop, you're on. It'll be one of these 2 for
Oh,
Tatooine.
sorry.
Yep, that's okay. Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh goodness, that's not who I want to encounter. we need to back this up.
Go ahead and read his card out loud.
Oh man,
It's your space law, so you're right.
the Grand Admiral is looking for someone to sabotage a rebel cell. You get the feeling that you're only one part of a larger plan. If you have plus or neutral Imperial reputation, you may discard Grand Admiral Thrawn's token and gain the job below. If you have negative rep, fight a ground combat against Death Troopers. The combat of 4.
Yeah.
If you win, prevent 2 damage from this combat. Well,
Yeah.
I can't take any more jobs. I don't want to work for the Empire, so I'm not gonna take
Okay.
the job.
All right. So anybody else can come and try and get this rebellion on Lothal job. Help Grand Admiral Thrawn deal with the rebellion on Lothal.
He's just going to stay on the
That's
board.
it.
He's just going to stay on the board, face up. And if you forgot what his card said, because he's face up, you could at any time ask to see his card again. All right, my turn. So I'm going to, man, should I go for Greedo again?
Why not?
I'm gonna go for Greedo.
I'm just surprised Greedo was like fighting off Bosk the first time.
Yeah, so I had one game. Boba Fett went for 4-LOM in 2 turns in a row, or 2 rounds in a row. The opponent rolling or the other player rolling for 4-LOM he rolled 5 damage on 4 dice, and then he rolled 6 damage on 4 dice. So he's just one-shotting Boba Fett every round. All right, so pick that up. I gained 2,000. I'm going to do my action to heal 2. I'm going to cycle the mod and gear deck. 6,000 for a jetpack. That's a little out of my price range, but that's okay. I don't want a job or bounty. I don't want cargo. So I'm not going to buy a card. I'm now going to encounter Greedo again with my bounty. I really want this guy. He's going to make me rich. So I roll my 3. Thank you. I rolled 3 damage this time. That's a little better. Greedo rolls 4. You also rolled 3 damage. So I'm defeated because of that, which means I think I got to read the rules because I haven't had anybody get defeated at the same time that they beat somebody in a bounty. So let me double check here. That's the learn to play. I want the rules reference.
Based on what you'd said before about if the attacker defies the defender, the attacker wins, that would be my assumption, but
Yeah,
who
there's
knows?
always bounties. So all right, let me go. Yeah, I gotta go to the combat section.
Rewards for worlds, you said?
I think a few years ago, this is what they did for X-Men dice for like top 2. Oh no!
So right now we're just waiting on rules clarification. Bosk is trying to fight Greedo. Greedo has already fought him off once before. Now they've tied. So trying to see what resolves if they both defeat each other. Poor little wimpy Greedo.
The
fighting
effect
off
of winning or
Greedo.
losing in a combat depends on what initiated the combat. Some combats may provide players with rewards, reputation, perhaps and all. The effects of winning a combat resolved before proceeding to step 5. This means a player can win a combat and still be defeated.
Okay.
So I win. This says,
So he does win.
And then if I go back to the bounty section, it says, if a player wins a combat against the contact which they have a bounty, they choose to either eliminate or capture that contact. So I'm going to capture him, and then I'm going to succumb to my wounds and become defeated.
Hard fought.
Your boss could regenerate.
So when you are defeated, you lose 3,000 credits. You lose any secrets you have. You put your thing on its side. You can no longer be attacked by other players, so they can't come over and loot your crew or anything like that. And then you, on your next turn, or gaining credits, you have to heal all damage. So, yep, that's it for my turn.
Did you complete your mission? Your bounty?
No, I captured him, so I'm going to try and turn him into Ord Mantell. So
You gotta go all the way
I have
back.
to go back to Ord Mantell, but if I do, he's worth 9,000 to fame and positive syndicate reputation. So to me, that's more worth it than the 8,000 and only 1 fame. However, either way, because he's a Hut bounty hunter, I'm going to lose 1 with the Huts, but I'm already up positive, so I feel okay with that. I'm basically going to swap syndicate for Hut.
Okay. I'm going to move to Ord Mantell
Yep.
for my mission. I guess I need to do my action.
Yeah, you do your actions first. So you can do market phase.
Alright. I will take this. Oh, I need to discard 1 first.
You can if you want. If you want to cycle, you do that before you buy. All right, now this job
So for those of you watching, I know you may not understand the rules, what's going on. I just want to let you guys know that the game is very easy to pick up. I literally just sat down after 1 round. All of us know what we're doing. Very easy flow, very understandable. This game is a lot of fun, like seriously already considering, like before when I heard about it, I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound too interesting. But now actually playing it, seeing it on the table, the interaction between the players that goes on, and the opportunities you have to actually create like true Star Wars experiences between smugglers and bounty hunters. Really exciting, really like it, and just really happy. It's just very well done, very well crafted experience. If you love Star Wars, I mean, again, can't speak for you, but I love this game already. Absolutely going to pick it up.
In the counter phase. So let's see, is there anything here that's useful? I'm gonna cycle this deck.
Out here. Gear, we've got a grenade launcher. Cost 8.
I'm gonna pass on that for now. So let's see, no need to trade. So I will once again try to do my pirate trouble. I will get the piloting skill with her ability.
Yep.
So that's 2 dice.
Yep. Hits or crits. You got it.
Yay.
So what happens now?
Reward gain 4,000 and 1 fame. Then remove the card from the game.
All right, I'll take that back.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yay, I need the fame.
Good job.
And that is
That's
that.
it. That's your. Yep.
I'm gonna do this super easy job because I'm just like that as Han Solo. Fly over here, sell this cargo.
Yep. So destination Alhutta, gain 5,000 and 1 hut reputation.
Perfect. So go from negative to neutral. That only helps me out.
And now this card does not say you remove it from the game, so it goes back to the bottom of the deck, and it could potentially come up again in the future.
Gain my 5,000 credits.
Yep.
Oh, just short. If I hadn't given you any money, I might have been able to buy that ship. Oh well. Let's see.
You're Han Solo. You don't want to be on fire spray.
I mean, why not? Boba Fett's not around. I'm going to go ahead and discard this card.
Okay, you're going to the market.
Yep.
Recycle that. Let's see what comes up. It's a vibro knife for 4,000.
Not what I want. Not what I'm looking for. What do we got going on over here?
More cargo. That's illegal cargo. It's going to the Ring of Kafrine, which is where I'm at.
That's also where the Imperial Patrol is at.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's my buddy. We've been hanging out. Because every time I buy a card, it moves.
Oh my gosh, the rewards are too good. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this cargo.
So it costs 1,000.
Do it. Done.
Or 3. I'm sorry, 3.
3,000.
Yeah.
Done. The gains are worth it.
All right. So now we flip this, and it's going to trigger the Rebel Patrol to come back. Do you want it to go high or low?
I'm a jerk.
It moves 4, actually, so it goes 1 more.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
You're just slowing Afra down. She's got to go the long way. All right. Now
then,
you get an encounter. So you could either flip a contact, take a card.
Let's go ahead and flip this guy.
All right.
So it is
Honda Baba.
Honda Baba. Card number 20. We'll see what he's going to do.
Read it out loud.
Reading it out loud. He doesn't like you. All right. But he has a few credits. May change his mind, or a few credits may change his mind. Test strength. If you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. Pass or fail, you may spend 3,000 to gain the crew below and discard his token. So during ground combat, if you have at least 2 focus results,
yep.
you win the combat regardless of your opponent's results. Well, I don't like him either. I don't want it. So we're just going to fight. I'm not going to want his card.
Okay, test strength. If you fail, you suffer 2 damage. Yep.
So what's my strength again?
You're looking for strength on your skills. You don't have it. So you need a crit result on 2 dice.
Woof. All right. Here we go.
You got it.
I got it.
You win, or you pass the test, so you don't take any damage, but you don't want to pay him for his services.
No.
So his card will go back in the data deck. If anybody wants Ponda Baba, come get him at Nalhutta.
I sliced his arm, or I shot his arm off.
All right, I'm going to take my one last turn, but then I'm up and Ian's taking over. You guys, I feel like you got a good sense of the game at this point. So, Ian, you guys want to keep going? That's fine. Are you looking for a demo, sir? Okay. So I know he's by himself, so I'll let you guys figure that out. But I have to stand up a turn. I recover all damage, so I'm stuck there. I don't get any credits for that. I only have 1,000 credits because I died. Man, that's lame. I don't have anything to do. Now I'm going to try and shoot down the patrol. I'll show you guys how that works. So we'll do ship combat. It's 3 versus 3. So if you want to roll the dice for me, I roll first. I have 2 plus 1 for my quad laser cannon. I rolled 2 damage. You rolled 1 damage. I still take the 1 damage. I destroy it. I get 5,000 credits. This is for my encounter step, so I didn't do any actions. I didn't have any actions to do. I could have cycled a card, but I didn't want to.
You shot down the Lambda.
I shot down the Lambda, and now a Gazanti's coming out. The Gazanti is 5 combat, but it's worth 1 fame.
Jerk.
Oh yeah, because of your job. You
My
have to,
mission.
yeah, he's got to get. He's trying to do the
Blaze
Rebel prison break.
You're going to need a better ship then.
I'm
Yeah.
absolutely-
The damage is the number of dice you roll.
That is how many dice they roll. Yes. So the next one you can see it rolls 6, and it's worth 1 fame. This is the assault carrier,
Yeah, the Quasar Fire.
and then this is the Star Destroyer. It doesn't have a value. You can't destroy it. It automatically defeats you and moves you 1 space if it enters your space. So all 4 factions have the same
Gotcha.
progression of stats. They just have different ships for artwork. But I'm done, guys. I hope you enjoyed the game. Again,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome to keep playing with Ian and everything. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
So, did we want to get an extra chair in?
Or you can
But I
sit
don't
down
think
if you want to brief him, or you can start from the beginning.
we're not super far into it. We're only 2 rounds. I don't think like he's going to be that far behind. Where are we wanting to make some more table space? Right here? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Oh, yeah.
His turn just went. If you want to explain the basics, we'll get back around to him in a second.
I'm a quick learner, so go ahead.
Yeah, no, this game flows very
Well, and there's
well.
nothing really complicated going on yet because we're only about like, this will only be like the 4th turn.
Sure.
So we're still doing our basic jobs.
Okay, I'm going to not move, so I gain 2,000.
Okay?
Basics of the game are character.
I'm going to get rid of this. Shuffle that.
You've got health values for your character. You've got attack values.
You gain a shield. Well, you gain 4 in your ship. No, your ship gains 1
Your
more.
boss.
Yeah, but then you have an action to recover 1
Let's
base.
say that
I guess that's a free action.
Yeah. Well, it's, I guess if it's added to your action step.
you would honor
I will buy that.
1, 2, and as long as it's in the base,
So he just bought himself a shield upgrade.
Curse you.
And that's the Imperial control that's going to move.
You're right there.
or you already being credits, or you can do a couple of games.
But I will do my encounter.
You are going to any actions that you want.
Still trying to do strength and piloting. I don't have either, so I need either a crit or an eyeball.
Yeah, there's only 1 crit side on this die, right?
But the eyeball,
There's 2 of those.
The eyeball goes to a crit for me.
Yeah, gotcha.
So basically, I'm rolling below average right now. And I suffer, yeah. I don't know what happens when your ship blows up.
I think it's the same thing as you just have to recover all damage.
Well, we'll find out soon enough, so.
So that's
Well, we'll
my
just
turn.
progress to it and then we'll ask when he's done.
So I will move. Because this guy, cargo has to go to Tatooine. I will move to Tatooine. And
Oh, I forgot. Oh, no, that was my encounter, right? Okay.
yes. Okay, so from here on, I will deliver this cargo. And I'll gain 5,000 of that.
You're welcome.
Where you're delivering this one?
Yeah, I deliver the cargo.
So we'll put it on the bottom of the deck there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This is a number. This is a number. Okay, so we'll put it back. There. I need our full face.
All right. Market action.
You could swap the top card of one of those cards. And then run what you see what it is, and then you can buy one of the top. It doesn't have to be one swap. You don't have to swap. It's up to you.
So like this one would be about you have to claim it and at least take one of my tubes.
Yeah.
and you can have jobs or bounties here cargo up to your listed ones. Like different ships are going to have more slots.
So that's what I would instead of buying anything, I'm going to cycle credits to be able to ship that.
Where would be the extra like job or bounty?
There are
The
Party bus.
Right, the 666 is now available.
Oh, in the ship. Okay.
See?
but other than that, there's no
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How is it so fast in this game and it's so slow in Star Wars Armada?
and you are also
Excellent freight cards. Clearly, they were not synchronized, although it does have lots of holes. And I'm guessing once you flip it over,
Flip it over, yeah. No, I'm cracking a Star Wars Armada joke. I'm a Star Wars Armada channel, so
you gain the extra firepower.
it's still that's super fast.
Okay.
Boss would be jealous.
So encounter step. You know what? That job that Ron is offering, I think I'll take that.
Number 11. Okay. Oh, I can count. There's 11.
Alright.
That's what
I
I
have
thought.
positive imperial reputation. I'm going to discard the token and gain the job below. Rebellion under I have to go there and resolve card 48.
That falls right there.
Works out because Kess is on the way.
All right, my go. Okay, let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on Naboo. No cargo or bounties here. We're gonna go ahead and discard, or not discard, but flip this around. And we've got a mod, gain 1 speed. I'm already pretty fast. Don't think I'm interested in that. No one to trade with.
You could be faster.
I don't need to be faster.
You say that.
There's no
Okay.
such thing as too
I got the need for speed.
Unless you fly off the board.
Unless speed 3 or bust. Speed 4 or bust.
and you are going to
Where's Mon Calamari? Back, way back there. All right. These ones here for Naboo. Looks like yes. All right. So let's go ahead and flip this guy over. It is Black Sun Agent, card 5. Perfect. And there's just the one. Okay. So Black Sun Agent, or Black Sun has agents everywhere. Their network of connections is the Syndicate's greatest strength. If you have negative Syndicate reputation, test stealth. If you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. Well, I'm neutral with them. So if you have positive or neutral, you may test influence. If you pass, gain the crew below and discard Black Sun's agent's token. If you would fail, you may spend 2,000 to pass the test instead. Increase the reward for each of your jobs by 2,000. Oh, this is, I want this guy so bad. Okay, so I need to test for influence. I don't have influence, so it's 2 die I need to get a hit on, correct? A crit, yes, correct. So roll, I did not get it. Yeah, it's just a hit. Perfect. So don't get it. I can spend money to give them instead, in which case I kind of earn that when I do my job. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 2,000 credits. Get 3,000. I'm going to cash in. So I'm going to spend. I'm going to get him as a crew. He also gives me stealth. I'm going to pick this guy up. And that's my turn.
if it's a tie, it's hacker.
Alright.
Ready?
We're up to you now.
What do I go through?
No, we didn't move the patrol, did we?
Oh, we did not. So that was on.
Do you do this one?
Oh, it didn't have anything.
Okay.
So we're good. We're good.
If you go through a patrol, if you have neutral or negative reputation with that faction,
So we've got Ian Cross here as our demo explainer. He's just switched out with the other man. Ian Cross is the judge for Star Wars Armada Worlds. Fantastic individual. Very amazing person. He's walking through the player that was he originally was going to take that spot, but a new player walked up, was interested. He's explaining the rules to him right now. For anyone watching, just really loving this system. It is fantastic. Highly recommend it. Again, like we are all pretty much veterans after doing like 4 or 5 rounds of playing. Very smooth, progresses very quickly. I don't know what total time frame is like for playing a game like this. My estimate probably you're looking about maybe 2 hours at the very most. If you're experienced, you probably can play a lot faster. But man, so much fun. You use X-wing dice, so you don't need to buy more dice. I'm sure it comes with die, but great. But yeah, it's great. It's fun. We're gonna keep playing. So yeah, if you guys have any questions to stream, I'm checking that live chat occasionally. So feel free to pop things on there, and I'll try to answer them.
So you can keep playing, or you can go on. And I guess most people come, but yeah, I'm in favor of keep playing here.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone else is crowding
There's no
around.
line, so if I'm denying anybody.
If there was, I absolutely would let people play. This is great.
If you have to get over to Old Man's Town,
Go to the place here.
so I think I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get my Tatooine. So that'll be my planning. Action then see what's on the planet for buying.
So you're here, so it's this last contact token right there.
Do you? Yeah.
Oh, right.
You have that option.
And you can discard one of those.
Okay. I think it's really anything that I have.
Cargo is always a quick way of making some money.
And then this is gear and mods.
Yeah, potential either gear for your character or mods for your ship.
This one is a mod, so that would go on your ship.
Which I've already got one, so I don't know.
But-
Gear and mod.
But you can choose this to remove the top card from any slot, put it back under, and reveal a new card.
I'm gonna do that. Alright, so there's Vibro Axe, which I can buy. And I believe I will for 6 money.
So you've got strength, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
And so you actually slide this card just right into it. Perfect, you got it.
Flips over.
And we got to move the syndicate.
Because you purchased something from the market, the next card that flips shows where the patrols move.
Okay.
So it's the Syndicate, Prime Syndicate, so it is going to move 3 spaces toward you.
Okay.
Whichever routing you wanted to take.
Choose to send it.
So you can go
And you do
1,
have
2,
to take
3.
the shortest path, but you have
Oh, then it
the
has to go bottom.
option if it's the same item.
Actually, no, that would be the same.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'll send it up. Okay. Then I would encounter.
Okay, so there you go.
There's that.
31LE. Or not that card.
No, not that one.
Yep, so
Oh,
it says 22.
that one, okay.
There you go.
Most advanced or most droids are rather high strung, so W1LE's laid back demeanor and easy charm are a pleasant surprise. If I'm Lando Calrissian, I may take the crew. I'm not. Otherwise, you must pass a tech check, which I do. So I need a hit or a crit. And I do not do either. If you fail, I must spend 3,000 to pass the test instead.
Now,
Okay. So I failed, so now I would do an encounter.
if you want to.
Yeah, we got,
No, I just failed.
yeah.
You failed, so you have the option of spending the money to pass the test and get the crew. But if you get the crew in the places, Dr. Evans said, what encounter means is during the encounter step, you can do this if that droid is part of your crew.
Okay. So I just Nothing happens.
But he stays face up on the board.
Yep, correct. All right. That's me.
I'm going to stay where I am and hopefully eventually pass this mission. Otherwise, I'm just going to stay hung up on it all game long. So one of my actions now is I can recover 1 damage from my ship. So I will do that. I guess I should do the discard first. Discard this. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a reroll. We need more rerolls.
We're only in ship combat.
I already have a mod, so I'm going to ignore that. Spend 1,000. That triggers Syndicate 3 moves to me. So he would end up on the planet.
1, 2, 3.
That doesn't do anything. I'm neutral. Then I would go to my encounter. And
Good luck. You got this.
yes.
Finally.
Okay. Job is complete. If I complete a job, is it go back in or is it done?
What does it say?
Oh, it's a number card.
Unless it says it was removed from the game.
Yeah. And I gained 5,000 and 1 fame. Remove the card from the game. Okay. That answers that question, I guess. That's my turn.
All right. I'm going to try to go to Kessel to do this other job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it takes forever to get to Kessel.
You're doing the Kessel run?
Actually, there's no delivering cargo and bounties in the middle of space. Market action. Well, I can't do a market action.
Right.
So I just go straight to the I go straight to the counter step into the nav point. This is our first nav point thing. So if you have positive or neutral rebel reputation, you experience any trouble and send out a distress signal. Move the rebel patrol directly to your space, then recover all damage from your ship. If you have negative rebel reputation, you don't notice the space mines until you're almost on top of the basic maneuvers. Test piloting. If you fail, your ship suffers 3 damage. Patrol test. Okay, so I have a neutral reputation, so I have to move. So I have to move the rebel patrol directly to me, correct? Yeah, I'm neutral. And then I resolve this down here.
What's the bottom one?
It says patrol. Oh no, no. So I resolve the no patrol, and that's it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
They came to help you.
And I just
Rebels
go
are
to-
such
You don't have
good
any
guys.
damage on your ship.
Just goes
Oh
to-
yeah, you get to take that off.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, and
just
then it
goes
just goes on the bottom of the deck.
Good guy, Rebels.
yeah, right.
Imperials would just blast you. My turn? Perfect. Boy, both of those patrols are right in my way. That is unfortunate. I
Make
don't.
some money.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's my best option. And hopefully something will draw to force them to move.
You got to make.
But if they don't move, you're going to have to get past it at some point.
Well, I'm going to risk waiting a turn. I'm going to get 2,000 credits. Nothing to do here other than I think I may. That seems like that's pretty useful to have. For 2,000, yeah, I'm going to buy it.
Very true.
Rerolls are always good. Next card is Syndicate. God, I was hoping it would be the Imperial thing. Or Huts, yeah.
So they're here.
Oh, that still helps me. So he's want to try to take the closest route to me.
Yeah.
So then I would have to go.
Yeah, so, well, I moved the
I'm
token.
sorry.
Yeah, no worries. 1, 2, 3. That's where he's going
Or
to
this
go.
would actually be the closest route, right?
Is
So
it?
that'd be 1,
He's
2,
right here.
3.
1, 2. Oh, you're correct. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were over here.
No.
Oh, no,
You're
never
good.
No, he was here. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. So this way actually would be 1, 2, 3. Yes. So right there then?
Yeah, they're both there.
It's, oh yeah, rough. Yeah, that's
This
perfect.
puts him one away from you.
Yeah. Okay. And then, right, I claim this guy, so he goes off here, right? Yeah. Because I have him as my crew.
Okay.
Let's see who the other guy is. IGRM Droid 15. What do we got? It says IGRM Droid, this bodyguard and enforcer droid works for Chikatro Visigo. Yeah. Anyone knows my channels knows I cannot pronunciate anything, so. But with a little reprogramming, it could work for you. If you have negative syndicate reputation, test stealth. If you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. If you're neutral positive, you may test tech. If you pass, gain the crew below and discard the droid token. So I mean, I'm gonna roll it. I don't want it. He doesn't get anything that's a benefit for me. I mean, I have tech, but it doesn't matter. I don't want him because all he does is give you 2 health. So I'm just gonna put him back in the deck, and he stays flipped up, and that's my turn.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you have a positive syndicate reputation, which I don't. If I have neutral or negative, you receive a distress call from a ship trapped inside a giant space slug. You may test tech if you pass game 2001 syndicate reputation. Ooh, if I fail, then my ship is exploding. You know what? I might as well try. I do have tech. Okay. Yeah.
So what you guys do, we're going to do one more time around the board, and then we're going to cycle out because we got a couple of groups who are
Yep, so many people want to play. So we're going to do one more time around. There now is a crowd gathering around that wants to play. So we're going to step out once this is over, and it's been fantastic playing. So we're going to play one more, and then we'll get the stream off.
And then during your next planning step, you just recover your damage, you stand your character back up, and then you go to the rest of it.
Okay.
So you have to do it if you're defeated. Yeah, and that's all it happens.
So I will do a little bit more commentary here. I don't know how much you can see on the stream, but you'll see that the board is very unique. It's a U shape, essentially, representing the outer rim of the galaxy. The reason for that is, think about it, it's the outer rim. As smugglers and bounty hunters, you wouldn't travel through the galaxy looking for your targets or completing your jobs. You want to avoid, the Empire, the core systems, where all the battles and things are taking place. So you travel along the outer edge. As you can see, there's a lot of decks of cards on the table. The ones on the outer part of the ring are like encounter cards. You'll see that there's lots of tokens on next or near planets. These are like famous characters or persons that you can flip over. They may have missions for you. You may have to fight them. You may get them as crew. It's a lot of fun. They represent various strengths of how hard they are, how difficult the job's going to be. There's patrols that go around from 4 different factions: the Hutts, Syndicates, Imperials, and Rebels. And if you encounter a patrol, if you're a neutral or positive rep, all they do is just kind of like stop, inspect your ship. If you have illegal cargo, that's bad juju. But if you have negative reputation for patrol, they're going to fight you. There is a limited portion of PvP. It's not really a thing that is something that typically you want to do, but there are some cases where you do want to engage in that. Because typically if you engage in PvP, you may stop another player, but you're also stopping yourself from doing like your missions and objectives. But sometimes your missions and objectives is stopping that player or maybe he has a crew member and you have a bounty for his crew member and you want to fight him to get that crew member from him so you can turn him in as a bounty. Like I said, it creates stories. It creates the sense of adventure, like from the films of like, why does Han and Boba Fett have past history? You know, Bosk, as we know, being a lizard man, he's in it for the combat and glory and hunting, and it's just creates a lot of player interaction. We've had a lot of banter back and forth. I did a trading action with a player across from me, and like we bartered and bargained. And I told him, "Hey, you're going in this direction anyway. I'll give you this cargo if you give me this if you just trade this job with me." And we agreed to it, and it just felt very thematic to me. It's something like, you know, I'm playing Han Solo. It just seems like a Han Solo thing to do, and just a lot of fun. There's so many cards, there's so much flavor text. It's just really good. Again, very easy to pick up and play. Like this is about, I think, our 8th round now, and like we're already like really fast at getting through and doing things and understanding. The flow is very, very well done. I commend FFG, and a very smooth process. I don't know how long it took them to develop this game, but you can tell a lot of love went into it, a lot of thought, the writing, again, everything super easy to read. Some of the text on some of the cards can be a little small when it gets crowded with a lot of words. But for the most part, you know, it's not taking up a huge amount of table space. Depends on how many players are playing, of course. But really have to give my hats off. I'm definitely going to be picking this game up on pre-order. Absolutely. Hands down. If you have any doubts about this game, hopefully this stream, you kind of get an idea. I know it's loud in here. My microphone can only do so much. But hopefully this gave you a sense and idea of what this game is like. But, you know, read the article, read the information that you see going on, you know, watch the video. If you watched all the way through to this point, hopefully you're just as convinced as I am that this is a fantastic product. We're almost to the end. It's players across from his turn right now. Once it gets to him, it's going to be my turn. I'm going to set the mic down when that happens. And then when my turn is over, we're going to get up and we're going to let other players play. And that's all. I'm going to see if there's any questions here real quick. I haven't been looking at my screen. Nope, no questions. That's all right. But if you watch this video after the live stream, any questions, anything else, just leave a comment. I check all these things all the time. Let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions about game mechanics or anything, just let me know. Happy to talk to you about it. Otherwise, I'm going to put the mic down. I've talked long enough. Nobody wants to hear my voice. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. We'll wrap up my turn. I'll turn this off.
Alright. There's a back door to the mines somewhere. Test knowledge. So that's 2 dice. And I do have knowledge. Pass. I will pass it.
All right.
Number 2, you enter through a grate in the floor and make your way to the slave quarters. Test stealth. If you pass it, it's got 5. I've got stealth. Oh, man. I guess I will fail. So I go to number 5. The door to the prison cell is locked but so corroded with rust that one good kick should open it. Test strength. If you pass, complete this job. Black chrysanthemum is here, so I have the strength.
Oh no.
If you fail, your character suffers 1 damage, and repeat this step.
Your character, not your ship. So it would go onto your character. Sorry.
Well, then you passed.
And now I pass.
Nice, good job.
All right. So
Keep hitting things until you make it through.
I mean, it worked for you eventually.
It just took 3 rounds.
So I have resolved the card. Reward, lose 1 syndicate reputation, gain 8,000 credits, and 1 fame, then remove from the game.
Nice. I think this gentleman here, by the end of it, is going to be the leader with the 2 fames.
She has now completed 2 jobs. Nice. So I get
So you flip the
gain
card.
1 flame and flip the card.
Pulling ahead with the fame.
planning. If you're on a planet or nav point, perform a market action. This does not prevent you from performing a market action during your action step. So I get to do a market action step before.
Nice. That's useful.
Well, especially if I want to like cycle through
Right?
and like find the ship, I can actually do it too.
Yeah. My turn? Perfect. All right. Final thing I can finally. So I space it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can make it there because I'm Han Solo, baby.
Just taking a long way.
Just a long way. I don't want to run into any Imperial patrols. The stolen hyperfuel, I now deliver. I need to roll a die, one of these, on a, is that a hit? Yeah, on a hit, deliver this, otherwise resolve card number 1. I did not. I need to resolve card number 1. Oh, I gotta pick between them. Uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna do this guy right here. What does it say? Imperial presence. Listen, Jabba. I didn't know I was gonna run into an Imperial patrol. All right, so it says if you have negative reputation for patrol in your space, end your action step. Otherwise, resolve the section below that matches the results rolled for the cargo, which was the evade icon, correct?
Focus.
Focus, yeah. So focus. Nothing in these crates but foodstuffs, officer. Test influence. If you pass, deliver this cargo and end your turn. If you fail, lose 1 Imperial reputation and end your turn. Uh-oh. All right, so roll for influence. I don't have anything that helps me with that. Nope, sure don't. Nope, I do not. So I lose by Imperial. Imperials hate me now, as they should. I'm Han Solo. And I end my turn, and that's it.
These
Okay.
Imperials hate Han Solo. Click to find out why.
I don't even get to do. I should have done Mark. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the last turn. Anyway, fantastic. That's the game. Jan, right? Or the doctor?
Dr. Afro.
Dr. Afro wins the game. What's your name?
I'm Dan Nowak.
Dan Nowak wins, and we were playing with Patrick.
Yesterday.
Oh, we did. Yeah. So many faces. Yeah. And what's that? Trek. And again, Ian as the demo crew helping us out. So we're going to go and shut this live stream off. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.